Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome back to our continued adventures with SGS Battle for Stalingrad. We are just shy of halfway through the campaign. It's 11th of October 1942. And when we last left off in our previous episode, the Russians had attacked again just to the north of the city. And as a big picture overview, the red areas are the Russian-controlled areas. We can see they have a good chunk of the northern part of the city, as well as this blob of open land to the north of the city. But this counterattack on these highlighted areas came in force, and our forces have been weakened. We're getting pounded by artillery. They've withdrawn a lot of our forces, asking us to do more with less troops. So as we go past the halfway point in this campaign, I can honestly say I don't know whether the expectation is for us to capture the whole city or just hang on to what we've got. Now, victory point-wise in the top left corner, we've got 32 victory points. The Russians have 9. But I'm not sure that means anything, especially with the amount of reinforcements the Russians are getting. So let's jump into it now. 11th of October, let's see what we can do. One of the problems we're facing right now is our troops are all scattered all over the place. So I think we really have to hold up a little bit and regather and reconcentrate our forces, especially given the nature of the order system in the game where you can only move 3 or 2 stacks per turn. We've got troops scattered all over the place, which means we have a lot of weaker stacks. So what I want to try to do is consolidate them into a couple. I think, therefore, we are going to try to just divert a few troops up here to kind of clean up this area here. I don't think there's any Russian troops there, but I think we just need to get someone up there to kind of regain control of it. And I think I want to try to slide some troops in here to the worker settlement to the north of Red October so that we can cut in behind this offensive. Now, I don't know what's here and I don't know what's here. And it doesn't look like we have any scouts. So I think what I might do is, if we can attack in force here this turn, these 2 days, I think we'll do that. Otherwise, we might hole up here, then attack in 2 more days and see if we can attack in there. That might be enough with moving troops around here, although I would like to continue our pressure from the north. I'm not sure how. We can't do everything in one 2-day span here. So let's get started and see what goes on here. Reinforcements, we get barbed wire. Excellent. I don't quite know where I want to put them yet. Not there. Not there. I think we want to put them up here. Yes, that's perfect because we can leave them there. So right there. Boom. Barbed wire goes in place. Okay, we've got a card here we can play. Army support, we're going to play that, of course. Oh my goodness, we get a stack of reinforcements. Oh my gosh, look at this. Are you kidding me? This is a ton. Oh, happy days. Look at this. There's so many of us. Oh my goodness. 14th Panzer Division showed up. Oh my gosh. Talk about a breath of fresh air. Now, they're not the most seasoned troop, 305th Infantry Division, but it gives us badly needed numbers. Ho! Oh, this is awesome. Okay, I gotta think about this. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I have a plan. We have 19 units coming in, and we have to bring them in. I think it looks like they have to bring them all in at the same spot. So we're going to bring them in here to the north part of the city, because it looks like to me this is the place where if we bring them in right here, we can immediately attack and apply pressure, hopefully sweeping through this open area to the north of the city and then bringing pressure down, bringing the hammer down on this northern side of the city. Hopefully then our path to victory here will be just defend on this side and hold this off as kind of the anvil, if you would, and this will be the hammer. We're calling this Operation Hammer and Anvil. So we are going to validate to the northwest and bring them all in there. Excellent. Army support, I know where I want that to go. That's going to go right here on our 21 units for sure. That's one of them. And reinforcement summary, yep. All right, northwest approaches, that's good. We only got one of those? Well, that's okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, what else have we got here? Orders. Now, the reinforcements I think can move anyway. So what's good about that is we don't have to even give them any more orders. This we can't use because we've already got Spartakovka. So we'll get rid of that card. I think I'll discard it on the next turn. But I'm going to give 3 units orders here, and then we'll figure that out. Okay, we're going to be a little bit bold. I gave orders to the forces up here in Spartakovka to be part of kind of a 3-pronged attack from the north that we're going to launch and try to put a ton of pressure on the Soviets here. That is our chance. Then also, I unlocked this unit here just to the west of the Soviet spearhead. We're going to divert 1 kind of battalion up here to try to clean up this area. and then shift these around to try to defend against this. We'll just see what they do. Then I've also activated some of these troops down south that were at the Volga station to try to bring them up towards the cistern to be able to get into the action on the next turn. So our goal here is just to contain the damage here, but hit hard from the north. Let's go to the next phase, air and artillery bombardment. I will allocate air and artillery, and I'll get everything moved, and then we'll see how we can do here. Okay, we've got some boldness going on up north. I've split those incoming reinforcements into 2 groups with 1 more unit to capture this open space here. We're attacking straight west with a weaker prong, and then with our stronger forces coming straight down towards Stalingrad itself. Also, I launched all of our forces out of Spartakovka on an offensive to take across the strait here to come into this, that's a long word, Zerherzinski Tractor Works. This does leave us with Spartakovka undefended. I feel like this might be a bad move. We might have to retake it, but we'll solve that problem when it comes. Back over here, no real big attacks, just kind of repositioning forces and sending 1 battalion to kind of get control of that open zone there. We did divert some of the troops here into the area. I want to see what they're going to do and then hopefully cut them off. But here we go. We'll do our land movement, go to the battles. I'll come back for the big ones. Just calling our attention here. This is a massive troops that hasn't even attacked yet. We're just laying some artillery on him here. There is, what, about 20 troops in there. Oh my goodness. We are going to get crushed. This is looking bleak. They're just showing up all over the place. Where are they coming from? Here is the ordnance factory as well. More masses of troops down here. I mean, we're pounding this with artillery. Wiped out 1 unit, but still, there's a good 20 units in there. So we launched a lot of attacks up here to the north to kind of see what's here. And outside of a massive forces in these 2 areas here, where are they? This one right here, which we knew this was their counterattack, actually. And then the Barakadi ordnance factory. This is where the Russian attack forces are concentrated, these 2 areas. Now, there might be more behind it that we don't know of, but up here is relatively static and relatively weak. I think we might be able to push through this relatively quickly and then contain the city here. I'd love to be able to condense our front line and see if we can put more pressure on a smaller area. So I think we might be doing the right thing, but it remains to be seen how deadly these Russian forces will be down in here, whether they're going to be comfortable with defending or whether they're going to attack. Anyway, we do have 3 attacks coming up here on the north. The Zerzinski Tractor Factory. Let's see what that looks like. Oof. 60% chance of victory for us here. That's a tough place. The tractor works. Okay. We don't have any artillery here? Okay, we took out the hedgehogs. Let's go. 50% chance of success. I'd love to push them out here. Ooh, heavy casualties though. I don't think we got to do some damage on the tractor works here. Let's get them. We're not gonna do it. We're getting beat up too. But still, 60% chance of victory. Let's go for it. I don't think we're going to get it, though. Victory Soviets. Yeah, we kind of knew that. But we should succeed here. We've got a lot of forces on a static defense. We needed to get some air and artillery down on that track. But I wasn't thinking we were going to attack there. Hopefully, this will be a victory. We've got a lot of force, experienced troops. Actually, these are the inexperienced. No, these are the stronger troops here pushing up. Let's see what we can do. Good. Victory Axis. Can we overrun? We can. Which is interesting. Everybody can go, except for those weaker infantry. I don't think I want to do that because I don't want to split them up, because then we're left with having to use 2 orders to move to move that stack. So for the moment, we will stay there and we will not go anywhere. So we're going to pass. And then now this one up here, Nadezhda Road, well up to the north. This should be a pretty easy win for us too. This is not our stronger attack force, but I'm not expecting much resistance. Some minefields, some static defenses, victory axis. Now we could push through here, but likewise, I don't want to split these up because I want to move them with 1 set of orders in the next couple days here. So we will just stay where we are here on the road, just fine. So 2 victories and push back out of here, but that tells us what's there too. I think we can get that. Air defense move. So we'll put our air defenses up and then we'll see what the Soviets do. All right, we put all our reinforcements up here on Spartakovka, as I think this again, try to push forward here. Maybe we can make progress the next couple days. If we could clear this northern area up and hold our ground here, that would contain the Soviets to this chunk of the city. Let's see how it goes. Turn end. I have a feeling the Soviets are going to attack in force, though. I feel like they have too many forces there to just be sitting still, and I think we're going to get pushed out of one of these couple areas. The tractor works, the steel works down in here, but let's see what happens. They get reinforcements. Okay. They're reinforcing here the tractor works to the north of the city. It's to be, oh, look at that. Here they come, and they're digging in, too. Okay, more reinforcements. Good, but this is, to a degree, maybe this is okay, because we're forcing troops. Night crossing. Okay. Behind us, army support. What are they doing? Mines. Okay, a lot of pesky things. One set of orders up here to the north. Okay, interesting. Two set of orders. Where's that going? There. Okay. Third set of orders. Down here in the brick factory. Interesting. Naval movement. Let's see what they do. We'll be back as they attack. God, they're bombing and attacking. They're coming in by sea on the Volga station docks behind us. God, they're attacking behind our lines, and they wiped us out and took the area. Oh, and they landed behind us in that area. Hopefully this rebel can hold. Hold. Victory axis. Good. That was behind our lines, too. Now we have a problem. God, air defense move. Down here. We don't have any troops down here. I just moved them out of here. Ugh, these pesky Russians. Okay, so as we slide into the 13th of October, I think we have a plan. We need to retake the Volga station area. We do have 4 battalions in a defensive position just to the west of there. So we'll bring them in. That'll be one of our moves here. And then I think I'm going to, rather than attack up in the north here with this corps here, I'm going to leave them there so we can siege the Spartakovka place here. Then we're going to use our other 2 orders to attack with our large forces up here, sweeping west and that. The goal, I think, for the next 4 days, if we can whittle away this northern area, maybe even take a week and close this down since it's so lightly defended, I think that gives us a lot more options as we approach here. And then fingers crossed that the Soviets don't try to break out with their large forces here and here. That might be a little bit overly optimistic, but let's see what happens. We'll try it. Reinforcements. Okay, a battalion of tanks. We'll take it. Let's put them, add them to the north because it can get them right into the battle. So we'll validate that. It's good. Army support. Probably, it doesn't matter too much. I have to play it. I'm going to save it actually for the next turn. I think we'll do that. We have to play it. Oh, we already played it. Okay. Very well. We'll do it here. So we've ordered our 2 groups in the north and that unit down in the south near the Volga forces here. All set. We're going to allocate our artillery and we'll get troops moving and then we will start our attacks here. Hopefully we can pick up some ground up here in the north too. Oh, check it out. We have fresh reinforcements in the air. 3 air squadrons here. Nice. All fresh and ready to go. Perfect. That's good. Okay, so we are launching 3 attacks up here in the north. We've got our new armored battalion coming in. This is lightly defended, this area to the north here. So I think we might be able to take it. I've got a lot of air support and artillery dropping on there to help out these new tanks come in and perhaps take this with the cheap attack. Then our bigger force attacking. This is lightly defended. I think that's going to be pretty easy. Likewise, this is pretty lightly defended down here. We've got a strong force. We'll also lay assault on Spartakovka. And then down here to the south, we are attacking back at the Volga with a limited force, but I do have air and artillery helping us out. So we'll move forward here. I'll do the regular bombardment once and we'll come back for the big attacks. We're back. I did make one mistake. I had a lone Stuka squadron try to bomb one of the Soviet positions and their anti-aircraft reduced it by 4 out of its 6 strain points already. That was a bad move, or 6 out of 8. So we kind of blew apart already one of those new Stuka air squadrons that came in. Anyway, let's get going here. Volga Station Docks, that sneak attack. Hopeful we can win this. 70% chance of win here. Let's get some hits on them to start out. They don't have any strong defenses, which should help. And we have air support. I might actually use a card here. Yeah, let's see if we can clear this up. So we're going to use an air support card to get a couple of extra hits. Retreat. Soviet units retreated from battle. Excellent. I don't think they have any place to go, which is good. Unless they can retreat into that strong point. But I think that's ours now. Let's check out this hill battle. Oh, this is stronger than I anticipated. But still, 80% chance of a win for us. They do have some battered infantry units defending them. But hopefully we still have enough to take this. Yeah, odds are swinging in our favor here. Now let's go. Punch this out. big part of it. Yeah, retreat. Soviet units retreated from battle. Excellent. Likewise to the north. This is our sole Panzer Battalion attacking some barbed wire and a trench position. We've got air support. Good. That helped a lot in artillery. Actually, a lot of air support. We are not going to use our air support cards here. Let's get these trenches. Excellent. Victory Axis. That's our sole armor battalion that came in and took it without any casualties. Orlovka is up to the north. Wow, this is actually a tougher spot than I thought it might be. I was hoping for an easy win here, but there are a lot of mines and static defenses. Still, odds are looking pretty good. 70% chance we can take this. Oh, it looked like a lot of hits there, too. Ooh, some casualties. Okay, not too bad. Let's keep going. 75% chance. Hopefully we can clear this out. Static positions, some entrenched tanks there. Let's get it. I think our last chance. Victory Soviets, they pushed us out. Okay, here we go. The assault on the suburbs, the Spartakovka fortress. Oh, they've only got 2 garrison units in there. We're bringing artillery and air support. Hopefully we can take it. Good, Victory Axis. Excellent. That gives us that strong point and a victory point tilted in our favor. Good. That's helpful. However, our plans to the north here shattered as this Orlovka held against our large attack force. It was our weaker units, but still, that's a disappointing delay in our plans up in the north. Anyway, we'll still hopefully make some progress here. I mean, we did make progress. We took 2 areas. This was a surprise. We cleared this area, took the Spartakovka fortress. So we are pushing in from the north here. I'll get our air defenses up and we'll see what the Soviets do. All right, our air defenses are in place. Oh, flamethrowers. That looks helpful. Replacements. We've got some we need to replace here too. So we'll get this sorted out, then we'll be back. Our ground units are actually in fairly decent shape. So I've put our replacements here on our German air bases. That Stuka that took, if we look at this one here, this is the one that just came in and it took 75% losses on that attack. That was dumb. I just attacked a position that had a lot of air defense support. So that was a costly loss to our newly kind of reinforced air force. All right, so let's see what the Russians do to counter that. I'm very concerned that they're going to counterattack us in the southern part of the city. I think that's just a matter of time. They have a ton of forces there. All right, card draw. Reinforcements. Okay, they're pouring reinforcements to the north here, which is good. That's one of the things we were hoping from our northern attack, is to kind of get them to divert where they're going here. Building more defenses. That's fine. Army support. Where's it going? We don't know. Orders. Let's see where they go. Oh, here they come. Right there. That's their big attack force. Okay, that's another one. Who knows? So we're going to get hit down here in the steel works, I think it is. Pontoon bridge. East Bank, any West Bank region. Oh my god. Okay. This is not good. Offensive order 190. Oh, they're attacking. Here we go. Okay. This could get ugly. So more naval movement. Artillery. It's hitting random spots. I feel like this is a big Soviet offensive coming. So we have some Soviet artillery. They did make one sweeping offensive to our northwest, going around us here. Victory Axis, good. That was just artillery. Here it is. Oh my god. So heavy artillery, lots of armor on the move, anti-aircraft as well. Okay, and a little bit of infantry to support. We have no chance to win here. They're adding artillery support. I'm not sure why, because this unit's going to get crushed. Yeah, wiped out, and they took it. And I wonder if they advanced after that. Victory Axis. Oh my god, this is the same group. They pushed on. So they have made a sweeping move with this armor. The only hopeful thing is that I'm hopeful we can close in on them and cut them off here, because I do think there's only a 60% chance they win this one. Let's see what happens. Hold. Oh, that's not good. 80% chance. We're going to retreat. Live to fight another day. Hopefully. They're pursuing us. Oof. Okay, but we made it out of there. Okay, that's not good. Let's see the damage here. Oh my god. Okay, so they drove through all of these areas with a push. The only redeeming factor here is that if we can get them, I think we can cut them off, and we're going to need to, and wipe them out. God, but we don't have anything over there. Prisoners, interrogators, observers, our usual orders, army support, usual cards. All right, prisoners interrogated, we'll do that. I know what's here, so we don't need to see that. I am curious to see what is down here now, though. Oh, I clicked on... Once again, I clicked on the artillery. I want to click on the units that are there. So, it's a waste of a card. Okay. So as we head into the 15th of October, I'm going to pull the forces back here from Mamayev Kurgan to try to wipe out this Soviet advance that's cut into our lines. Secondly, we are going to push forward again up here in the northwest to try to take this position where we failed in the last 2 days. Then, thirdly, we are going to assault across this strait into this stronghold. We took a look at these units down here. They have a lot of forces, but most of them are on their last desperate straits of energy. 2 hits, 3 hits, 1 hit. This one's full strength, but a lot of 1 strength units and 2 strength units there. So I'm hopeful if we pound it with artillery and bring in air support, we should be able to take this, which would be I think a big blow to the Russian defenses here as we're closing in from the other side here. So we'll get busy, and then once we get them set up, we'll start moving forward. Alrighty, we are concentrating all of our efforts to wipe out this armored thrust here with what we could muster from Mamayev Kurgan. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we're bringing a lot of artillery and air support to it as well. Artillery support, not air support, because they have a lot of air defense up there. Up here, we're attacking again to the north, trying to retake this position. And then our biggest attack across the strait here into the, Zherzinski tractor works, right to the north here, with the forces that were up in Spartakovka. This is a big attack. A victory here could be huge for us as we close in on this sector, still with the recognition that there are massive amounts of forces in both of these places. Let's see how this goes. I'll do the easy attacks and be back for the big ones in a moment. All right, here come our big attacks. Let's try Orlovka up in the north here first. We are not going to use our attacker cards. We beat them down pretty badly on the last attempt here. 90% chance of win right now with a lot of air support here. That actually took out one of the T-34 tanks that have been dug in. This is looking pretty good, I think. We are going to pass on cards. Might have been a little bit of overkill here, but that's good because we don't lose so many forces, hopefully. We can take these pretty easily. Yeah, good. Victory axis. And no overrun possibilities there. Let's go to our encircled Russian armor here now. 62/3 chance we can win here. I want to win this. Let's use the flamethrowers. That lowered our odds. Interesting. Okay. Artillery hits some of their artillery. Let's go, guys. We got a lot of our excellent artillery. Wiped out most of their armor, leaving their anti-aircraft units and this 1 infantry unit. Still, 55% chance of victory for us. Hoping for better. These anti-aircraft units are tough. But wiping out their armor helped. Excellent. Yes, Soviet society is routed. Mobile units retreat. Pursuit round. Good. I don't think they have any place to go. So I think, once again, if I'm not mistaken, they're wiped out because they have no place to retreat to. Now our big attack here. Oh, 70% chance of win. Yeah, see, all these infantry units are beat down from just... I think they put a lot of their weakened units back there. We knocked out 1 already with just our initial airstrike. Knocked out 2 or 3 more. It's leaning towards us. This could be a huge one, but we have to take the tractor works. That's going to be tough. Let's add... I want to win this. Let's stick our Stuka card in here. We're not going to use the other one, though. And we will fight. Come on, we need to get the hits on the tractor works, though. Let's get some hits there. No. Okay, so I think they held, though, right? Soviet side is routed. Victory Soviets because we couldn't get to the tractor works. But still, that's good progress for us. We've eliminated most of the forces there. We've made it weaker. That promising for our next one. Okay. Yes, and like I thought, because those Soviet units had no place to retreat to, they're wiped out. So that was good for us. Very, very good. We took care of a lot of anti-aircraft units, armored units, wiped out that thrust, and now we picked up more ground here in the north, threatening to close down in the north, and we've weakened significantly the defense of the tractor works here in the north. I like that turn. Okay, but now let's see how they respond. In artillery bombardments here, they have a ton of troops right here. I mean, we can't see them now, but massive force. If they decide to attack on the Red October factory works, so we can't defend it. There's no way they're going to hold. We really need to think about... I'm surprised they haven't attacked yet. I figured they could retake this ground, but it's not like they're doing poorly here, I think. Okay, we'll get our air defenses in. We'll see what they do. All right. Let's see what our Russians do. I mean, if there's think in these 6 days here, we have had a little bit of progress in closing down areas and taking some casualties. We're up 33 to 6 points here. If we look at the Soviet units, they're down to 134. Oh, they got a lot of units. 13. Yeah, they still got a ton. And we still are outnumbered 143 to 6. But if you add up all those numbers, they still have quite a Soviet Red Army, then Soviet forces, Soviet Navy. There's still tons of stuff left. All right. Reinforcements coming into the brickworks. Interesting. Now, they are severely weakened up here in these tractor works. So let's see if they reinforce up there. Put some rubble, some mines. Destination region. What do we got? I don't know what that barbed wire. Just a lot of defensive forces here. Let's see what they do. Where's that army support going? Orders. What's moving? Okay, this is that big stack. Get ready. Here we go. Another big punch. We'll see what they do and we'll be back. Oh, this is... I think it's going to be bad. All right. It didn't look like they launched a big attack. They're rearranging their defenses here. That wiped out a unit, just an artillery attack. More artillery. This is on our Spartakovka forces here. So we'll probably take some losses there. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. And more artillery, but I didn't see a big offensive. Oof. Okay, we held on there. What is that? Okay, we held on. Just artillery bombardment. What are they doing? Air defense moves. Interesting. So, I was expecting a big attack from the Russians there, but they didn't do it. And we'll wrap up this episode here, 17th of October, 1942. We're over the halfway mark in the campaign. I like the progress we've made in the north. And one of the moves that the Soviets did here was to reinforce this area that we wiped out with an air attack. So I thought is for our next kind of week of offensive here, I'd like to see if we can take this area here to cut off these forces in the north. And then we can just slowly have this larger force up here just kind of make their way down through this area, one unit, once grid at a time. Because if we can close this off here, we can start to bring all of our forces and just really tighten the noose on this northern part of the city without having to worry about all of these loose areas up here in the north. Then we'll, of course, have the Soviet counterattacks. The big question is, what are they going to do with these massive forces that are in here and in here? They're also building up here as well. It's going to be an interesting next week or so. I'll put a link to the episode as soon as it's ready. Love to hear your comments, thoughts, and ideas as we go forward. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.